Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence at UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today it is Thursday, February 13th, 2025. It's Tu Bishvat. A lot to talk about, friends. Hope that you and yours are safe and well. Janice and Susie, Penny, Adele, it's good to see you. It is broadcast 1240. Thank you, Penny. It is day 496 of war. Shush and Barry, Boker Tov, Linda and Kim, Sandy, Boker Tov, Mazel Tov on your grandchild. I saw that beautiful picture. What a beautiful, beautiful moment for you and your family. Kim and Amy, Dale, Penny, and Lisa, Boker Tov. Hi, Steve. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. Grace and Michelle and Bria. Hi. So good to see all of you. Jacqueline and Fabrice, Joyce and Linda, Anya and Lisa, Boker Tov, one and all. Let's take a breath. We're going to say good morning to each other as we have for just about 5 years every day. And then we'll learn some Torah. Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Hope that you and yours are safe and well. Happy Tu B'Shvat. It is one of the 4 New Years according to the Jewish calendar. This one is based on the trees, based on nature. And what a powerful thing it is for us to be able to mark that moment. It's a little bit strange because, as I said yesterday, I'm looking out my window here in New York and there's snow on the ground and it's pretty cold. And I remember being taught that Tu B'Shvat was a holiday of the trees where you would run out, play outside, and connect with nature. How important it is for us, no matter where we find ourselves, whether like Chana, we're in Jerusalem, or like Fabrice, we're in France. I saw someone's in Canada. I don't know where everyone is, but no matter what it is you see when you look at the world, the air itself, the trees themselves, the ground itself, it's important for us to reroot. And so Tu B'Shvat is a beginning again. And in a world like ours, where the earth is being ravaged and protections are being removed, actively removed, we have to remember what it is to be part of Jewish tradition's mandate to be one and of the earth. In fact, the name for a human being is Ben Adam or Bat Adam, Bat Chava. We are children of Adamah. The name Adam is not he or the man. Adam means of the earth. A better translation of the Torah's first mention of a human being is earthling. Catherine, you're here, sending love to Australia. Rooting in the far south, you said. Yes, absolutely. So here's what I wanted to do. We are still in the times that we have been in for 496 days. that is also part of the natural world that is being degraded. Other human beings. War is not kind. Terrorism is cruel. And though we have the most recent headline, which makes it look poo poo poo, like the ceasefire will hold and three of our sisters and brothers will return on Shabbat, um, I want to focus on trees and I want to focus on our human family. We're all nature. The idea that there's a difference between the two is an illusion, is something that we construct by making ourselves different from the world. We are not different from the world. How we use it might be different, might actually be antithetical to our own health. And so often, especially on national levels, on industry levels, the concern about individual human health is considered separate from environmental impact. We know that that's not the case. There are practices that we can do and pressures we must apply so that industry and regulations and the government does something better than it looks like they want to do. Because the difference between us and the trees is an illusion, just like the difference between us and them when we speak about leaders. We are they are us, and their children and their grandchildren will inherit the impact of their decisions. So we have to be very clear about our role in all of this as agents of nature. Now, the Torah has this very interesting phrase in Deuteronomy. It says, Ki tatsur el ir yamim rabim lihilachem. When you conduct war for a long time. It's Deuteronomy chapter 20. Do not destroy the trees by putting an axe to them, because their fruit is for eating. Don't cut them down. And then the Hebrew is Ki ha'adam etz hasadeh lavo mipanecha b'matzor. Are trees people that you should attack them? What did they ever do to you? Many years later, more recently in our history, there is a beautiful poem written by the poet Natan Zach. After the Shoah, he took this verse, Ki ha'adam etz hasadeh, for people are like trees of the field, and he set it to music. Actually, he set it to poetry, and then later, I think it's Shalom Chanoch. Yeah, Shalom Chanoch set it to music. If someone wants to look for the YouTube link, there are many renditions of it. I actually did an a cappella version of it many, many years ago with a group in Jerusalem. But let me read to you the Hebrew poetry, the English translation, and then just sing a snippet. Because on a day like today, where we are worried about people, and we must be, I'm worried about immigrants who are too afraid to open their doors for food deliveries because they're afraid that someone is coming to take them away from their children. I'm worried about hostages who were taken from their families and treated so terribly. I'm worried about my children who are exposed to cruelty in the language of our leaders right now. I am worried. All of this is an impact on the natural world. How we conduct ourselves and the choices we make, that is our responsibility, because ha'adam etz hasadeh, we are like a tree of the field. So the Hebrew is, this is Natan Zach's poem called Etz HaSadeh. Ki ha'adam etz hasadeh, kmo ha'adam gam ha'etz tzomeach, kmo ha'etz ha'adam nigda, va'ani lo yodea, efo hayiti ve'efo ayeh, kmo etz hasadeh. Ki ha'adam etz hasadeh, kmo ha'etz hu sho'ef lemala, kmo ha'adam hu nisraf ba'esh, va'ani lo yodea, efo hayiti ve'efo ayeh, כמו עץ השדה. אהבתי וגם שנאתי, טעמתי מזה ומזה. קברו אותי בחלקה של עפר מר לי בפה, כמו עץ השדה. כמו האדם עץ השדה, כמו העץ הוא צמא למים. כמו האדם הוא נשאר צמא. ואני לא יודע איפה הייתי ואיפה אהיה. Here's a translation. For the human is like the tree in a field. Like the human, the tree grows too. Like the tree, the human is chopped down, and I don't know where I've been and where I'll be, like the tree in the field. For the human is like the tree in a field. Like the tree, he strives upwards. Like the human, it burns in fire. And I don't know where I've been and where I'll be, like the tree in the field. I've loved and hated too. I tasted this and that. I was buried in a plot of dust, and it feels bitter, bitter in my mouth, like the tree in the field. For the human is like the tree in a field. Like the tree, he's thirsty for water. Like the human, it stays thirsty, and I don't know where I've been and where I'll be, like the tree in a field. These words, these poetic words by Natan Zach, they channel the language of the Torah from a context of war. And this poem, written after the Shoah, tells us that the human condition, the human experience, has a lot in common with the Torah's context, even though so much time has passed. So I want to ask you, before I sing the song just a little bit, in what ways are we like trees of the field? How would you answer that question? Our poetry would be different from Natan Zach's, but our world is not. Our context seems different from that of the Torah, but not so much. We're fragile and we are resilient. When we forget how to pray, we should look to the trees because they know how to reach to the light. We can learn from the trees. They're our teachers. We breathe because they exist. So as I sing just a snippet of the song, remember, written by Natan Zach, but set to music by Shalom Chanoch years later, I invite you to wonder and then decide, in what ways am I like a tree of the field, and what can I do to make sure there are more of them? Because as the great Dr. Seuss said through his avatar, the Lorax, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Eitz HaSadeh. Ki Adam Eitz HaSadeh Kamo ha'adam Gam ha'etz someach Kamo ha'etz Ha'adam nigda V'ani lo yodea Eifo הייתי ואיפה אהיה כמו עץ השדה כי האדם עץ השדה כמו העץ הוא שואף למעלה כמו האדם הוא נשרף באש ואני לא יודע איפה הייתי ואיפה אהיה כמו עץ השדה אהבתי וגם שנאתי טעמתי מזה ומזה קברו אותי בחלקה של עפר ומר לי בפה כמו עץ השדה כמו עץ השדה כי האדם עץ השדה כמו העץ הוא צמא למים כמו האדם הוא נשאר צמא ואני לא יודע איפה הייתי ואיפה אהיה כמו עץ השדה. Friends, trees don't know borders. There are trees there, and there are trees here. And the water that nourishes them all connects underground. There is just one sea. We are all connected. We are of this earth. We are Bnei Adam. earthlings. So I ask again, in what way are you like a tree of the field, and how can you make sure there will be more of them? Friends, for 496 days, we have been pointing to part of this world, a part that is so close to our hearts, B'nai Adam, children of the earth, held under it. So send your hearts with me, all the way to the east, that we should be able to see our family members, our hostages, treat them with kindness, return some of them to the earth from whence they came, and give the others a chance to see the sky once more. So it's Tu Bishvat. Celebrate that. It's Tu Bishvat. Let's work toward that. Kol balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia od lo avda tikvateinu hatikva bat shnot alpayim להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow, my friends. Happy Tu Bishvat.